Today, I want to talk about a pretty crazy story that has happened a couple weeks ago, and it's making its rounds on the internet right now. You may have already heard about it, but I just want to cover it because it's something straight out of a nightmare as far as people with food allergies or people that are vegan like myself, and it's going to cause trust issues for sure. So let's get right into it. All right, we have Cindy Snacks, which is out of Huntington, New York. It is a vegan market, a vegan grocery store, and they sell everything from vegan goodies to vegan snacks, gluten-free, allergen-free. Everything in the place is vegan, and they contract out for some of their bakers, and they just posted something very concerning, as you can see here. Here they have a supposed vegan, gluten-free donut that was sent to them by the baker that they buy their goods from, and it has the trademark D sprinkles on it. And for people that don't know, that is a Dunkin Donut signature donut, and it looks exactly like this. So the owner of Cindy Snacks was alarmed at this, and rightfully so, reached out to Michelle, who is the owner of the Savory Fig. And she's the one that contracts that makes all of their baked goods gluten-free and vegan. Okay, so I'm over here on their Instagram page, Cindy Snacks. Basically says, hey, I in no way mean to insult you or question your products, but this donut was in the box with strawberry frosting. They are definitely Dunkin' Donut sprinkles, the ones that the Dunkin' Donuts uses, even though the same colors as the Dunkin' logo. If these are Dunkin' Donuts, the ingredients could kill someone, as we have so many people with severe dairy allergies that shop here. I'm concerned with the donuts this week, and I'm nervous to put them out. Goes on to say, I'll keep this conversation between us, but please tell me the truth. I don't want to kill anybody with severe allergy. As you go on to see, the baker, Michelle, says, these are definitely not Dunkin' Donuts. If you don't want to put them out, don't, but they are not Dunkin' Donuts. So right there, she is admitting that they are her donuts, but she says they're not Dunkin' Donuts. But she's not saying she doesn't know how they got there, that they're not hers. She's actually owning it. He says, I don't mean to insult you, and I hope I didn't, but you have to understand the concern, which we all understand the concern. Could you show me the sprinkle container you have that have the D's? I just don't understand why that would be something you would have or put on one donut. She says, I could send you the picture later. I made a bunch of donuts for someone's birthday. He says, okay, I'm not trying to insult you, and I really don't believe you would do that. I'm just really off put by these sprinkles, as I have seen these at Dunkin' before. So he's just really wants to get to the bottom of this. He's not trying to offend anybody. He just wants to know. I would be the same way, being a vegan, and I find something that I order that I might not feel is vegan. I really go above and beyond to make sure that something's vegan because, and I can see when people could actually have their health on the line. If they, something like an allergy like this could kill them, that's crazier that somebody would do this. And she goes on to say, I would never do that to try to make him feel better about this, so that he could, put it back on the line or take it off if he wishes. I don't think you would. It was just a weird thing to see, and I felt it was my responsibility as a business owner to check. I appreciate you being willing to calm my nerves by sharing the picture of them. She says, I can't right now. I'm not home. If you don't want to put them out, I get it, but I would never do that. She keeps saying, if you don't want to put them out, don't do it. Maybe don't do it. Maybe just don't do it. But I would never do that. All right. So he says, the day's over now. No worries. If you can by tomorrow before we open, that would make me feel a lot better about this. Thanks, Michelle. Okay. So she responds and says, okay. And she sends an Amazon link to these happy birthday sprinkles. Hi, John. I'm still out in Montauk visiting my boyfriend. I won't be back till this afternoon. These are the sprinkles that I bought for the kid's birthday party. All right. He goes on to say, thank you for the picture, but this doesn't quell my fears. Do you happen to have a picture of the custom order? I'm sorry for asking, but I'm not seeing orange or pink D's in that container. I'm very concerned, as I would be as well. This is not anything like the sprinkles that are on the donuts there. He shows a picture of the actual donut right here that she gave him. And then these are the sprinkles that were on the Amazon. And as you can see, they don't even line up. They're not the same. They don't really look quite the same. They're not the same color. And I can't really find any D's in here, but he says that there's no orange or pink D's in there. So Not only that, like why would she make those donuts? Look how many D's are on that donut. Now, why would she buy sprinkles like that and take out, painstakingly take out every little D there? Like, why would she do that to make it look identical to a Dunkin' donut? It just doesn't make sense. They go on to take some samples of this donut here, and they grind it up, and they got a kit so that they can test it for gluten allergy. And as you can see here, this is the negative one, this is the positive one, and then these two right here, this is the high positive and very high positive. That's almost 100% that there's gluten in this, and it did come back with two things at a high positive. So that means scientifically broken down that these are full of gluten, which means that Michelle was lying about this whole thing. So he goes on and says there's a certain mutual trust and respect in the vegan community, especially small businesses. He's so right on that, because, the vegan community is a small community out of the, standard American diet out there. And we kind of try to take care of our own and promote veganism. And we're proud of that. So when somebody like this just is obviously trying to make a quick buck off of vegans and just doesn't really care about the importance of a product being vegan and also allergy friendly. I mean, somebody could literally die if they had a really severe allergy and they're eating something that they think is gluten-free and vegan. I feel really bad for Cindy Snacks because they didn't do anything wrong here. They thought that they were buying from a legit bakery that this is a violation of a health code. There's so many things wrong with this. I mean, I would think that, Dunkin' Donuts could sue her for, buying their donuts and then reselling them saying that they're her own. There's so many bad things about this. We might all live differently, but we all have the same deep core values that consuming animal products is morally, ethically, and ecologically wrong. We are enraged that this trust and respect was broken and that we are unknowingly put in a position to perpetuate that betrayal. We want all of our customers and community to know that we take this betrayal extremely seriously and we are looking into legal action. We will update any proceedings as they come. Most importantly, we want to apologize from the depths of our soul to anyone who unknowingly consumed these products. This is our nightmare come true, and none of you deserve this level. So it's not Cindy Snack's fault for this, and kudos on them for finding this problem, addressing it, and taking it out of here. They could have just swept this under the rug. They did not. They did exactly what I would have done. I've seen a bunch of comments, which I can't back up. These are just people that were posting saying that they had awful experiences with her. Okay, yeah, this is another post from them, basically saying that they did contain eggs, milk, and gluten. And the owner saved, hundreds of them for anyone who wants to get them tested for other ingredients like milk or eggs. But he mentioned the evidence that they have where all repackaged Dunkin' Donuts is fairly overwhelming. Unfortunately, that was only obvious after the fact. So it looks like some people may have actually bought those. They also went to her Instagram account and she deleted most of her posts. And it's pretty clear that many of her cupcakes were repackaged Rubicon cupcakes. This is like really, really bad for a small business or any business to do something like this. It's betraying the trust of the public. And that's essentially what it is. She's selling this stuff to the public. And the public is trusting her as a business owner to, be fair and honest in what she's doing, which she is not. All the same flavor, size, icings. Some Rubicon cupcakes are vegan, but most aren't. None of those are gluten-free. So people with allergies may have got sick if they bought her cupcakes. This is just a testimony of somebody that says, I bought from her so many times, told her face to face how I discovered I'm allergic to gluten and how much of a struggle that journey has been for me. Anytime I had an allergic reaction after eating her pastries, I summed it up to cross-contamination from eating out or sharing my kitchen with non-gluten-free food. I stopped purchasing from her in October because I had noticed more than once that she had a shady wording on her posts and menus, and things she was saying wasn't adding up. Overall, just had a bad feeling. It's crazy to see my suspicions were right. I just hope that I didn't damage my body internally too much from eating her products so many times prior to cutting her off. I've also been vegan for 12 years and can't even begin to unpack the aspect of it. She literally told me herself that she's been vegan for like 15 to 20 years. Yeah, you would know. There's a big difference between 15 and 20 years. If you've been vegan that long, you know how long you've been vegan. something like that. It's completely betrayal through and through. Yeah, I agree. I just want to read a couple more of the comments that I found that people posted here. Someone says, I have a husband with celiac disease and a son with a wheat allergy and a life-threatening egg allergy. I was just made aware of what you did by selling a Dunkin Donut to another baker, passing it off as a vegan and gluten-free. Your actions are disgusting and you should be prosecuted to the fullest extent. So these were comments that I found on her actual Facebook page of the Savory Fig of Michelle's page. I agree with this. I really feel like she should be prosecuted because what she did was very irresponsible. It was very greedy, and she could have really hurt people. What is wrong with you? You are endangering the health of many by passing off Dunkin' Donuts. Donuts is gluten-free. I have celiac. That's dangerous enough, but what about the person with a wheat allergy? If they had an anaphylactic reaction, you could be responsible for their death. How do you sleep at night passing off Dunkin' Donuts as your own vegan and gluten-free product? People with autoimmune issues do not choose this lifestyle for fun. You may have seriously caused harm to people. Savory sells Dunkin' Donuts. Insane. This place needs to be shut down and sued. One bite of that donut would have sent me to the hospital. I can't believe people are so selfish and cruel. Honestly, this business needs to be shut down. Exactly what I just said. So, like I said, this was not a fun story. I almost can't believe that something like this actually happened. And it makes you wonder if there's anyone else doing the same thing. A lot of times you would never know. Somebody could very easily say, oh, that's vegan, don't worry, or that's gluten-free. This is definitely something that should be taken seriously. I think it should be investigated by the Food Health Administration and probably the Better Business Bureau as well. And she shouldn't be able to sell anything anymore. But yeah, like I said, this is all over the internet right now, and I think most people will stop purchasing from her anyway. So she ruined her own business, and it's a shame because she very easily could have learned how to make real vegan donuts, gluten-free donuts, and sold them rather than just being lazy and purchasing non-vegan, non-gluten-free Dunkin' Donuts of all donuts and putting them out there. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What would you do if this happened to you or a loved one? As always, stay safe, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you guys in the next video.